My fellow Eagles fans, what's up? What's up? Yeah, baby. It's your boy Roy back again with another episode of the Preaching the Birds podcast, where we like to bring the latest and breaking Eagles news when it comes to. And we got a lot of things to talk about. But, if you want to come here at this podcast, you got to be prepared to listen to the truth, but the truth. So help me God, baby. And that's what I'm here to do, is bring you some truth, bring you some news. And, get your mind right, baby. With that being said, let's get your mind right about this practice that the Eagles just had. We just had week 15 practice. We're going to go over some notes about that. And then we also going to go over the major news that it seems like my guy Kelee Ringo is getting snuffed for Isiah Rodgers in the starting position next to Darius Slay. We're going to talk about that, whether it's a good thing, bad thing, or whatever. And then after that's really it. If we have a little bit more time, because I'm trying to keep the videos under 10 minutes now if I can. Maybe we'll talk about the wide receiver thing. I really want to talk about the wide receiver thing going on in regards to, who we might bring in for a new wide receiver 3. Even though, if I'm being honest, I'm starting to really like our undrafted players. But with that being said, let's just get into the video. Let's get into the mother humping video. So our guy Jalen Hurts is now at 301 consecutive throws in training camp without an interception. He broke the record of 157 a long time ago. And if he doesn't throw an interception on the last day of practice tomorrow, he will officially pitch the perfect training camp. I mean, it's amazing to see really how far Jalen Hurts has come. Like, I really appreciate the offense that Kellen Moore is putting together for the squad. I really appreciate it. I really do, simply because, sorry about that, I had to readjust myself. Simply because, like, if we're being honest, man, like, this wasn't happening last year. Last year, Jalen Hurts wasn't having as great a camp. He had way more interceptions than zero in camp. Let's just be honest about it. He had way more interceptions than zero in camp. And he wasn't hitting players like Devontae Smith inside, in the slot, bro. Like, now we have such a better feel for the offense. It's such a beautiful thing to really see. I'm really, really excited for what this Eagles offensive season is going to look like. I really, really am. And I think it's because Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio are putting in different looks and challenging each other to be great coordinators. And I think that's really, really great news for us. But with that being said, we got to talk about one more thing in regards to Quinyon Mitchell, because Quinyon Mitchell is a dog, bro. And we got to really talk about that here. So this is from Andrew Diccecco. And this is what Eagles wide receiver Britton Covey had to say on cornerback Quinyon Mitchell, man. Quinyon has the perfect cornerback mentality. He can get beat by AJ one play or 3 plays in a row. The next play, lock him up, and he will talk so much trash to him. And I think you kind of need that as a DB, because you're not going to win every single rep. And so his improvement, I would say, among all the guys has been the most drastic from the spring. I really admire how seriously he's taken that role. And you just know what his trajectory will be. And realistically speaking, man, I love those words from Britton Covey, because you're going against him every day in practice because you're a slot receiver. And just hearing the type of mindset that we got as a cornerback one is beautiful. Once Darius Slay leaves, we are in great hands. But last but not least, from Andrew Diccecco, I got to talk about this Isiah Smith news. So Isiah Smith, our 4th, 5th round pick, has had some nice moments today in both 1-versus-1s and during team period, putting together his best practice of this summer. And I got to bring this up because, realistically speaking, we've been very hard on Isiah Smith, and it's good to see him actually have a good day. Maybe, hopefully, man, that 2-point conversion jump started his confidence. But now we got to talk about, the most important news. The most important news here. I'm going to switch hands. Look, Kelee Ringo needs to start over Isiah Rodgers. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. Let me know if you feel differently. I've been looking at some Isiah Rodgers tape over here on X right now, and I ain't gonna lie, it looked kind of nice. However, from what I've seen, personally, what I've seen in practices, all the notes I've looked at, and in preseason games, is Kelee Ringo is playing better than Isiah Rodgers. Let me know if you think a little differently. But that's just my personal opinion. What do you guys think? Personally, I think that Isiah Rodgers might be trade bait. He might be we might be doing that, you know, the whole James Bradbury plan that we all thought that the Eagles had. Isiah Rodgers. We got a lot of cornerback depth. Personally, I'd rather keep Isiah Rodgers at this point. That's for backup. But I want Kelee Ringo to start over him because he's a bigger player, hits harder, runs almost as fast, and realistically speaking, Kelee Ringo has just shown me more. He's just shown me more in actual game film, preseason game film, I mean. But, you know, you never know exactly what's going on in practices. Maybe Isiah Rodgers just lights out in practice and we don't get to see that. But, all right, that's all I really got for y'all in regards to, you know, the Kelee Ringo, Isiah Rodgers battle. You know, let me know how you guys feel about it. But let's get into these practice notes for sure. So, yeah. It's that time. We get to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Now, before we get into the real stuff, I got to just say publicly, you know, I got to thank God. I got to thank my Lord and Heavenly Savior over here. You know, I'm not even trying to put my religious beliefs on you. I want to put that out there first. But I got to thank God for Howie Roseman, the way he's been drafting lately, and the way he got A.J. Brown on the field. A.J. Brown has been a game changer for the team for real. And we got to say that first before we even get into these practice notes. And I love Quinyon Mitchell. We all can tell by how I literally took time of my day to, you know, put the Britton Covey quote in this for y'all so you guys can see how much I really love Quinyon Mitchell. Let's get into the practice report. So from Jeff McClain, will not practice today is Matt Hennessy, back, Albert Aquabanon, abdomen, John Ross, concussion, Tyler Steen, ankle, Caden Stearns, knee, and Johnny Wilson, concussion. The players I'm really disappointed about not seeing are Johnny Wilson and Albert Aquabanon, because realistically speaking, Albert Aquabanon was a trade. We gave up a 4th round pick, a 3rd round pick, something like that. And for us to not have him in the fold doing anything, I haven't seen this brother catch a single pass. And I'm like, come on, bro. How you not going to catch at least one of them things and just, you know, do something with it? I haven't seen you get close to the end zone, make a move on it. I ain't seen none of that. What are you here for, bro? What are you here? Why we give up a pick for you if you ain't going to do absolutely nothing? We could have used that on somebody else, like a John Mechie or something. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens, baby. I need me no Diddy, but I need me a little John Mechie on the squad, baby, little other slot receiver other than Britton Covey. But with that being said, you know, and I also wish that Johnny Wilson was in the fold. I think Johnny Wilson, realistically speaking, has a lot of potential for the team. And, you know, if Johnny Wilson was here, bro, putting in that work, I think we could get some real work in when it comes to the end zone and the run scheme. Imagine a 6'6", 6'5", 200-something pound dude trying to block. It's a nasty thought. And, you know, I like to think nasty things, baby. I'm an Eagles fan. That's how we are. Bleed green, baby. Yeah. But, all right, let's move on to the next topic. Also from Jeff McClain, the following Eagles are back at practice after missing time due to injury. DT Gabe Hall, hamstring. Tight end EJ Jenkins, knee. Tackle Lane Johnson, who was on a vet day the other day. Wide receiver Joseph Nagata, ankle, and DT Moro Ojimo. And the following players have been upgraded from limited to full. Linebacker Oren Burks, knee. Tight end Grant Calcaterra, shoulder, and DB Cooper DeJean, hamstring, and safety Gardner Johnson is back and already smacking folks. You know, we gotta love that. For real. The people I'm excited to see, 'cause I like the underdog stories, are tight end AJ Jenkins, who's been looking great in the preseason games, catching the rock, making one-handed over-the-shoulder thing catches. I'm like, bro, that's the type of athleticism we need to see. And he's been blocking pretty well from my understanding. And, you know, I really want to see how Moro Ojimo looks on the squad, too. So I'm really excited to see him back in the fold. And then let's just talk about the other practice notes that we got over here. So, from Eliot Shore Parks, Jalen Carter had a good day. Honestly, all the backfield had a good day in regards to the defensive linemen getting in the backfield doing what they got to do. But Jalen Carter just got Saquon in the backfield for a tackle for loss in 11 on 11. Eagles wide receiver Jacob Harris is legit. He'll be really good with enough time to develop. Ooh, I like the sound of that. A.J. Brown with a sick one-handed catch in 1-versus-1. Good coverage by Slay. Better catch by A.J. And it just goes to show like why I was so proud of A.J. Brown and why I had to stop in the middle of the podcast and talk about how like happy I am to see A.J. Brown do some work. Jalen Hunt with a sack in the second team offensive line. And Becton here at practice. Good news for Becton to be practicing. So yeah. That's all I really got for y'all today. I hope y'all having a great day. It's Tuesday. Hopefully, your work week ain't going by too slowly. It's almost the weekend in your head, baby. But all right, that's all that we got. I hope y'all like what I had to say. Please like and subscribe if you like what I had to say. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all for the people that watch my videos consistently and continue to like and subscribe to more of my content. We just trying to build this channel up, baby. All right, I hope you're having a great day. Once again, peace out.